In this video, I will explain the basic Java program with object-oriented programming. When I say object-oriented programming, it's actually a reflection of real life. When I want to go somewhere, say from home to office, I use a car or I get a bus. So when I say I am using a car, I don't have to worry about how the object car works. I only need to know driving. When I say I'm using a bus as an object to go to my office, I don't even need to know driving. The driver will take care of it. So real life is made simple by objects. So before I continue with this video, I would like to let you know that every week I'll be creating one video at least. So that will be useful for you. And please like, share and comment on this video and subscribe to my channel. If you have any queries, please write it in the comments and I'll definitely 100% answer your queries. Now coming to programming languages, what they have done is they have broken the entire program into small bits of information. In Java it is called class, and in this class we will have code which will operate on itself and some properties. Of course, every class will be having some properties. So let us jump into the program right away. Create a Java project. I have opened Eclipse and I'll create a Java project. Let me call it my first project. Okay. I'm using JDK 11. You can use JDK 17. Next. Finish. So you need to create a module -info.java. This I'll explain later why it's required. So create this and I'll create a new class on the src source. So I'll call it for my first main class. Package com.abc.main. Package is to arrange classes and organize them into appropriate directories or folders. So public static void main I'm checking. Finish. So here I have the class. Put a sysout in this. syso sysout. Control spacebar. Inside this I'll put my first program. Okay. Now let me run this. Click on the run button and you can see in the console my first program has come. It's printing it on the console. We'll see each of this later. What is the meaning of system? What is the meaning of out? Println, etc. Now when I say Java is object oriented, so I'll create objects. For example, I will create an object of car. Car1 equals new car. I have plugged in AI, that is tab 9, into this Eclipse. So tab 9 will help you complete code quickly. Okay. Initially don't use tab 9, but once you learn Java, it is better to use some kind of AI, so coding will become faster. So car is not there, this class car is not there, so I have to create a class. Click on create class car, bring the mouse on the car where error is there and then create class car. So it's here. Finish. So I have a car. Now I have to add some so private string make, that means the field. Press tab to accept it. Then private string model, press tab to accept it. Private int, I will change it to tires. How many tires the car should have. Okay. So these are the fields or instance variables or properties of the car class. So these are private to prevent modifications from outside this class. So we need to provide access methods for this. So Alt Shift S are for getters and setters. So get and set each of these. So you can see here get make, set make, get model, set model, etc. Okay, so let me go and set something on this car one. Dot set make. See Maruti. I'll print it. Sys out. Car one dot get make. So I use the getter and setter to set value and get value. If I run this, the sysout will give the output of get make. Let me run this. As you can see, Maruti has been printed because I set Maruti and I am getting Maruti. Now this I can pass through constructor. As you can see, car is the class, car1 is the variable or reference in Java. New car, new is the keyword, car with parenthesis is called the constructor. So constructor is not there here, it has been provided by the compiler automatically. Okay, so it has been provided by the compiler automatically. I can specify that. Alt Shift S, C, enter. So here is the constructor, public car with super keyword inside. So super means I am calling the constructor of the parent. What is the parent? Car has a parent called object. So every class in Java automatically has a parent object if it doesn't have any other parent. Now I can also pass these properties make, model and tires into the object through the constructor. So I'll create a constructor, Alt Shift S, O, enter. So this is a parameterized constructor. It takes parameters as make, model and tires and assigning it to the make, model and tires of properties this dot make, this dot model and this dot tires. This means the current object in question. Now coming to the main car, car2 equal to new car, Toyota Camry and 5. Okay, so I can print this car directly, car2. Let's see what's the output. If I run this, click on the run. It's printing com.abc.main.car @ some number. So that's actually hash code. I don't like this. It's of no use to me, right? So what I'll do is I'll create a toString method in this. Alt Shift S, enter. So toString returns string. In this case is car make equal to make, model, model, tires, tires. Now if I run this, I can see it's printing the toString. So when I print an object, it is actually calling toString method in the class. So here I have all the properties of the class being printed here and is overridden from the parent. Override means any method in the parent you are rewriting again, redefining again. That is called overriding. So public string toString is actually present in the object class. If I press Ctrl and come here, open super implementation, click on that, you can see it here. This is object class, toString is there, get class, get name, @ integer.toHex string hash code. So this was getting printed earlier. I have overridden it and I made it usable for me, that is return the properties of the car. Okay, so this is how I am able to see what all the values are there in the car class. Fine. Now similarly I can create, see if I double click here, it's maximized. Okay, I can create bus also. Bus 1 is equal to new bus. Create the bus, create class bus. Okay, so same thing there. All the properties copy paste and create constructor. I'll shift S, C, enter. I'll shift S, O, enter. I'll shift S, R. Select everything and enter. And I'll shift S, S, enter. So toString has been created. Getter, setters are ready. Constructors are ready. Right? And similarly, I can use this bus with a parameterized constructor. Data. Some model. Okay. Mini bus, and maybe 4 and 2, 6 and 7. We'll keep 7 types for the bus, 6 running and 1 stepney. So I created a bus and I'm putting this out here. Bus 1. Run this. You can see here. Tata Mini tires. Okay. Now if I look at this design, bus and car, I am unnecessarily repeating these things in car and bus. I am repeating it. So my design is not so good. So what I'll need to do is create a parent for both of them and let us call it vehicle. Okay, so create one class vehicle, and put everything in the vehicle. And put everything, constructor everything. I'll shift S, C, enter. I'll shift S, O, enter. I'll shift S, S, enter. I'll shift S, R. Everything is ready, and I will remove this from bus. Keep the constructors and remove this. Remove the properties in car. Keep the constructors. So now it doesn't have properties, so I can't write this dot make equal to make, this dot model equal to model. I can't write this. So I just simply pass it over to super. So remove this assignments and pass it to super. Okay, so go to super. Yeah, it is there here. But I have not made this the parent. So make this a parent. extends vehicle. Okay, so it's happy now. Super. Same with bus also. Extends vehicle and remove all this assignments and pass on the three things. Better to write again. Super. Fine. So the program remains same, no change. Only thing, when I call new bus and new car with all the parameters, it's going through the constructor here to the super, that is your parent. Here, it's going here. It's assigned to the properties inside the vehicle. That way, we don't have to repeat the code in car, bus, van, etc. Now the code doesn't change. You can still see the output is same. Only thing, this is wrong. Vehicle is saying. Now we have made objects of car class and bus class with the help of a parent class vehicle. So we could reduce the lines of code. Now let us create vehicle object. Vehicle V1 equal to new vehicle. And we can print it V1. Let us run it. Okay. So whatever. So we have an issue here. The issue is that if you look at it practically, when I go out on the road, I can see a car object, I can see a bus object, I can see a van, bike, everything, but I cannot see an object called vehicle. But as per my design, I can make an object of vehicle which is not valid in real life. So somehow I have to prevent this. I have to prevent creating a vehicle because the concept of vehicle is abstract. It is not a concrete object. So there is an option in Java to make this class abstract. So public class vehicle, we can make it abstract. Public abstract class vehicle. Now this will throw an error. I cannot create it, cannot instantiate the type vehicle. It's not possible, but I can create car. No issue. Yeah. So I can create a car object and assign it to the reference of vehicle. Vehicle V1 is equal to new car. That means the reference can be of the type of parent, whereas the object should be a concrete class which is a child of the parent. This will work. Yeah, it's working. That's valid. Right. Now the functionality of a vehicle. The purpose of a car is to travel from one place to another place. Bus also. And so the functionality is what? The car should be able to move. So there should be a method in this and this public void move. So the correct place to place it is the parent because all the vehicles have to move, right? So let me make public void move. It doesn't return anything. Okay, vehicle is moving. So I can use this here. V1 dot and run it. So control F11 is for running, F11 with control, vehicle is moving. Okay, but there is an issue here. The way the car moves and the way bus moves are different. Why? Bus, being a bigger vehicle, cannot move with so many passengers at a very high speed. So bus may be around 100, 110, whereas a car can exceed that, 140, 150, whatever. So it's not a right way of writing public void move in vehicle, but it's required. So my definition of move should be different in car, different in bus. So I cannot define it in vehicle. So what I do is I remove this definition. Okay, so public void move. If I write this, then it's mandatory to write it in car and bus. But here I have to write abstract. Change vehicle move to abstract. Click on this. Now it is abstract. So any method which is not defined has to be declared as abstract. Now we have errors in car and bus. You can see car is having error. Bus is also having an error. That's because we don't have a method which is not implemented in the parent. So you have to add unimplemented methods. So I add it here. Car also you have to add. Okay. So now we need to write the same thing there. This is out. Car is moving. Same in bus. This is out. Bus is moving. Now if I run it, you can open the console and click run. There it is. Car is moving. Bus also we can try. Bus 1 dot move. Control F11. It's here. Okay. So that's how we create a correct design. Vehicle should be abstract because we should not be able to create an object of vehicle. The method void move should be abstract in vehicle. So it is mandatory to implement the move method both in car and bus. As you can see, just now we have done it. Okay. That is all for this video. We'll continue in the next session. We'll talk about interfaces. If you want access to any of the material related to this topic, please click on the link in the description below